how are you doing? I wanted to jump in today and talk to you about how to select or find the best bookkeeping clients. Now, what do I mean by the best bookkeeping clients? I mean the ones where you're going to be really happy and have a long, successful working relationship, because I've worked with hundreds of bookkeepers and I know from time to time we work with somebody who doesn't turn out to be the ideal client that we were hoping for. They're maybe not valuing us. They don't want to pay the price that we need them to pay. They don't respond to us, all of those kind of things. So I want to talk a bit about what do I mean by finding the best bookkeeping clients and how do you go about doing that. Before I start, I'm Zoe Whitman. I work with Joe Wood and we host the Bookkeepers podcast, and we have a great community called the Six Figure Bookkeepers Club over on Facebook. And if you haven't already joined it, come and join us. If you just go to sixfigurebookkeeper.club, you can jump into the group and you can find out about all the amazing things we do, including our Monday night masterclass, which is at 8 p.m. And you can always register for free. Jump into the group and you'll find all of the details for that. I just want to sort of set the scene for this before I kick off, but I want to share some really useful pointers for you in terms of selecting the right clients, making sure that they are going to align with your practice as you grow, be low risk for you as well, really important consideration. But why do you need to think about this? In our community, working with thousands of bookkeepers, we're always talking about this phrase that comes up from time to time about PITA, P-I-T-A, pain in the arse clients. And these are the ones that are causing you the sleepless nights. You're really stressed every time they drop you an email or the phone rings and you see their name and you're like, oh no, it's so-and-so. What do they want this time? We want to avoid that situation. We want to avoid the people who drive us nuts. We want to avoid the people that we hate hearing from. We want to avoid the people that we don't like, we don't even hear from. You know, those ones who they sign up and then they ghost you or they don't pay your invoices and you're like, what do I do? I don't know. Am I supposed to do the work? Am I not going to do the work? What am I going to do here? We just want to be in a situation where we've got a really nice working relationship with the clients that we have, because if we have a good working relationship with them, they're going to be loyal to us. They're going to be happy with the work we do, and they're going to go out there and they're going to recommend you to other prospective clients like them, rather than recommending you to other clients who are also going to be a pain in the ass. So we need to make sure that we're bringing the right people into our business. Now, the place that this starts in terms of how do we find the right clients and make sure that we are set up to be attracting those right clients actually starts with us. It's not about the client, it's about us and what we need. So what we need to do first is understand what our business needs. Because if we know what we need, we can then make sure that we're going out looking for the right thing. Now, as individuals, and you're probably a small business if you're watching this, you're probably working on your own, you have your own set of capabilities and skills and experiences. There are things that make you unique and different and brilliant, and they're the things that set you apart from other bookkeepers. I don't want you thinking you are the same as other bookkeepers. This is a whole other conversation, but I want you to understand that there is something that differentiates you, and if you can get into the root of what that is, it's going to make your life so much easier in terms of getting yourself out there, finding the right clients, charging what you're worth, and all of those great things. So I need you to understand your capabilities and the services that you are the best at offering, because if you can do that, you can align those services and those great things about you with the needs of a specific kind of client, and then we're going to start working out how we can find those. It's also really important to think here in terms of, you know, from a risk point of view, who are the right people to be attracting into my business? Obviously, you need to know your client. And if you know your service really well and you know what you do best, you can obviously be positioning yourself to the right kind of clients. I think that there are lots of different types of businesses out there that you could be working with, loads of them. But when you know what you do really well, you know the kind of client you're working with really well, that lowers the risk from that sort of know your client point of view as well. Once you've thought about what you sell and what you do the best, you can then think about what is the profile of the kind of client who's going to be the right client for me. So what does my ideal client look like for your bookkeeping service? And your bookkeeping service can be whatever you want the service to be. You can go really, really deep on one specific aspect of bookkeeping, or you can sell a broad range of things. But if you can think about who is the right client for that, what does that business look like, you're going to be able to do every activity which targets that type of client who are going to benefit the most from your expertise, because your expertise applied in a certain way to a certain group of people who really need what you do, rather than just any client, is going to help you to sell, and it's going to help you to get recommended. And the clients that come to you are going to be the people who recognize that they need you specifically over you or anyone on a list of many bookkeepers, probably the one who's the lowest price on the list. But they're going to recognize that you're actually the one that they need, because you're going to stand out because of your unique selling point. So we need to understand what we do really well, and then who it is that's looking for that. And that could be all different shapes and sizes. What we do then, in terms of making sure that we're attracting great clients, is we make sure that we're very, very clear about the expectations and the boundaries on both sides. Now, this is about clear communication about the services that you offer and what you expect from your clients. Joe always talks about how this is kind of like a client training program. When you start working with a client, if you're really clear about what you're going to do for them and what you expect from them in return, you're not going to be in that situation where you are chasing them, or they're ghosting you, or they've disappeared off the face of the earth, or they're ringing you every 5 minutes asking you for something, or WhatsApping you in the middle of the night. But you have to take control of the boundaries, because it's your business and you get to decide what that's going to look like. So you can't complain about a client who's behaving in a certain way if you've never said to the client, this is not how we behave, this is what my expectations are. So your role is to highlight the boundaries, set those boundaries so you can prevent conflicts in the future, and that's going to make sure that you've got a really smooth working relationship. So how do you find the best client? The best client is going to look very different depending on who you are and what you do. But if you can understand what your business needs, in terms of what your business needs to be selling to get to whatever the goal is that you're working towards, what your capabilities and services are, who the right clients are for you, who are going to really need that thing, and then make sure that you've set the expectations and the boundaries for those clients, you're going to be in such a better place. I hope that was helpful. Just a quick video from me, but come and join me in the Six Figure Bookkeepers Club with Joe and our amazing community of bookkeepers and accountants. I'd be really excited to see you there. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.